Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of the Startup Series, and I'm Charles Jamerlin. And in this series, I'm going to be taking you on a journey. The journey of starting your own company from pretty much nothing to its full potential. And I'd hope to take you through every single milestone, from maybe hiring our first employee to getting our first office space, and maybe even signing our first client. And just to give you an inside look of what it takes to actually start your own company, from all the various processes and all the ins and outs, the highs and the lows, all the stuff you'll see in this series. So the name of the company is unifyrr. It's UNIFYRR. And in a nutshell, we're a digital marketing agency, engineering firm, with a little bit of a twist. And we hope to evolutionize, the space. So, watch out for all the cool things that we're going to be doing, and you'll actually be seeing that in this series. So tomorrow is actually a big day for us. We're going to be going to an entrepreneur convention, the Iconic Inc. Tour, and where we hope to meet a lot of other like-minded, ambitious, passionate entrepreneurs, and just kind of gain that knowledge, soak in that knowledge, to share thoughts, to do networking, to get feedback, to provide feedback. But more importantly, it's going to be the official launch date of our company. So, we're very, very excited about that. And when I say we, what I mean is that I've actually teamed up with a very good friend of mine, who is now my business partner, Jeff. And we're going to be heading over to DC today for the conference tomorrow. And as you can see, I just got back from the gym. Getting a quick early workout this morning just to get my body, my mind prepared for this, the beginning of this journey. So like I said, we're very excited, and stay tuned for more episodes, for more content, and just to kind of see where this journey takes us. All right, we're here. Jeff's here.
Let's do this.
We're ready to go to DC. So, Iconic Tour, here we come.
Here we come, baby.
All right. 11:06. Good choice for a hotel, man. Guess we'll make it out alive tonight. Okay, here we go.
Is there a light?
Oh.
Like, come on. No, it's one of these I get. I bet you.
Yeah, to put the. Oh, okay. Not bad.
I think light switch. Come on. 5:44. That's in 12 hours.
In 12 hours, we'll be launching.
In 12 hours, we'll be up.
We'll be up. All right, so we're here in DC. Yep.
Iconic tour.
Yep. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna get something to eat. Then we're probably gonna go out and just check out the spots, and then come back in and get this launch started. So, get ready.
Are you recording?
I'm recording.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Whatever. Footage.
It's definitely good.
All right. So our process, if you've read the architect, together.
Oh, you changed the color or the
images. Yeah, and tell me what you think about him. I mean, whatever. It was just like, I don't want to spend too much time on him. Together, we will brainstorm to create your perfect blueprint. Right.
Why isn't there a picture of a blueprint?
I couldn't find one.
Just go on Google.
You're right. Let's see. You know what? I don't know why. I want to unsplash.
Are you kidding?
Where are you? Boom.
Plus it's circular.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Good.
Architect. Together we'll brainstorm to create your perfect blueprint. Create. In that blueprint, we lay your bricks using the latest technologies. Yep. All right. Implement. At this point, all the bricks have been laid. You know what's funny? Your brother commented on that. I spelled laid L-A-Y-E-D. Like, it didn't dawn on me till like that this is the proper way.
Oh, well, I actually said to him, I was like, that is the stupidest word in the English language. Like, why can't everything just be laid? Like,
laid, yeah.
Why does it have to be like, L-A-I-D or L-A-Y-E-D? He gave me some rule, but I don't remember it.
Well, you know, it works. And after detailed testing, it's time to go live. So the reason behind the image was a celebration, okay? And I don't know. Tell me what else we could put there instead of a blonde-haired woman with sparklers in her hands.
Well, why don't you just put a house?
Oh.
Like, continue the theme. Maybe?
What a genius. What a genius.
Very nice.
What a genius. It's not something that... Good luck is when preparation meets opportunity, right? And we're prepared. We've got the opportunity. So you know what? It's a matter of good luck for us. And we're ready to tackle on and take this challenge. And that's what it's all about. And no, Jeff's not flexing. It's really that big. All right, so we're ready to launch the site. And we just took it live. And so right now we're just proofing it to make sure that everything is according to plan. So we're just kind of going through all the various copy on the site.
We are fueled by creativity and a love for what we do. Because if you don't love what you're doing, get out and do what you love. That's my little advice for the
Thank
people.
you. Exactly.
For the camera. So yeah, we're fueled by creativity and a love.
As you can see, Starter Love is very glamorous.
Yes.
It's very glamorous.
So, yeah. We're fueled by...
There's going to be a lot of outtakes in this video. You'll see.
But it is fun doing work with one of your closest friends.
Absolutely. That's what you got to do, man.
Because... I don't know.
So what am I doing here with you?
We're a full-service digital engineering. Well, we kind of are, but full-service digital marketing agency, who actually also engineers. And
Yes.
that's not typical in this space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of one of our differentiators, or the twist, we'll call it. We have some fun wording, we'll call it, on the site. So you'll see that when you go there. But it's definitely it's not meant to be mean or offensive, so don't take offense.
But it is part of what we're about. We're playful and whimsical. You know, we want you to be part of the experience. You know, we're not trying to be one of those stuffy corporate type agencies. You know, we're real people. You can come out and have a beer with us, and at the same time, we'll build you something pretty awesome.
You gotta pay though. We're not buying
for the beer and the solutions that we're offering out there.
So that next section where we have after what we do is, you know, the little bit of fun wording, but it describes, like, we have six buckets, we'll call them, of what we do. And, you know, we have web applications, and it's kind of like each section has a question associated with it, and then a little bit of a blurb as to how we're going to help or what we're going to do. So I'm going to read those. And it's, so web applications, are you bored with the same old web strategy? And it's, we bring new life and perspective to your presence on the web through various techniques and touch points. And those are obviously things that we want to talk to you about. So then we have mobile and wearables. Need an app for iOS or an Android device? We engineer applications for your smartphone, tablet, and wearable devices.
What do we mean by wearable?
I.e.
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch. Whether it's standalone or part of the overall strategy. We'll just do anything as far as, like, if you just need an app, we'll do an app. But if it's part of your strategy, cool. Even cooler. Story time. This is definitely Charles's favorite, so I'm going to let him read it.
Sure. Has your brand told a good story lately? You know, we know how important communication is, so let us use visual, auditory, and kinesthetic techniques to bring your story to life. And, you know, what we're trying to do here is really bring a human element, a personalization, a visual storytelling, a magical experience as far as bringing that digital, that, you know, that virtual space into your lives, because really it's that human emotion, that human element that touches our heartstrings, you know, as we like to say all the time, and really brings you to, you know, a space where it's memorable, and that's what we're always trying to do.
Creative design, looking for something eye-catching. We help paint your pictures through imagination, beauty, and elegance. And that ties into the whole story time.
Yep, and what we're trying to do also at the same token is to just kind of give you a different layout, a different look and feel for what you might have already seen or have been seeing, and sometimes that variance or the change in that visual connection is enough to kind of to give you a different feeling, a different sense of hey, maybe this is more attractive to me, or maybe this is something I'm more interested in. So
right, and that even goes to the simplicity.
absolutely,
Like it's everything's overcomplicated. It seems like
yeah,
overthought. People just want to be talked to in a very simple way, and if there's a call to action, it needs to be within 1 or 2 clicks. Otherwise, you've lost people, and that's what we're trying to do.
absolutely. I mean, you've
You know?
lost us after 3 clicks because we're lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care to
Exactly.
deal with that. You
And,
know,
and we're pretty savvy guys.
and don't
yeah.
make me log in. I hate logging in.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
tired of
logging
it.
in.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, because he's
So-
lazy. Unification Hub.
It's a strategy. So basically, is your strategy all over the place? We take your disconnected standalone programs and coalesce them.
So at this point, do me a favor, go into google.com, type in the word coalesce, C-O-A-L-E-S-C-E,
It's an epic word.
epic word, and you'll know exactly what we're trying to do. And finally, social media integration, right? Is this part of your strategy?
We're well versed in the world of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just yet another inclusion, custom tailored for your overall strategy. So it's important.
Yeah.
It's necessary. It helps you reach out to your people, the people that you're trying to touch, your market base, and we can help add that to your strategy.
Yeah.
So in other words, when it comes to full service, we're able to do everything. So
And again, it touches upon the whole unification strategy that we're trying
Right.
to do, right? If you already have something in place with social media, we can tie that into all the other elements we're trying to do for your overall strategy and really make it one big global, picture for that vision you're trying to paint for your company or for your brand.
So your architecting is we sit down and we brainstorm together and we come up with the perfect blueprint. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to us. We
Yeah.
work together to figure that out. We want to know your goals and objectives as a business, what you're striving for that calendar year or even the next 2, 3, 5 years.
Right.
What you're trying to achieve, and we're going to tailor and build a strategy around that, where we incorporate all of the types of digital marketing, and even we can take that outside the digital marketing. We can do as far as like if you're going to incorporate direct mail, any type of fulfillment or anything like that. We know the space, so we can make sure that the programs all tie in together. So it doesn't have to only be digital; it can be digital and things that are
Tangible.
tangible.
Or building a foundation for you, a strong platform from which we can build upon, right? So, which leads us to the next point of our process, which is creating, right? We lay bricks, we like to call it, using our latest technology. So, our company, we're very well versed in what's out there, the newest technologies, like Jeff showed you with the Apple Watch, with the iPhone 6, 6S, so we bring to life these concepts, these fresh ideas that we have, using the latest technologies to really make it not robust, I hate that word, a true to life picture.
We're gonna have a gong, so every time he says a stupid word that nobody likes,
we're gonna gong.
we're gonna just hit him.
We're gonna hit me. Exactly. But again, that's what we're very well versed in what's out there. We're up to date and we know.
That it's not only what we envision.
Oh, that's
for you,
true. Yeah.
And by all means, we'll take the bull by the horns and we'll run with that if that's what you're looking for. But we've really, people say, oh, they say that they're going to be teammates and everything. No, we're going to work with you, because at the end of the day, you probably know your business better than us, but we know our business really well. So what we want to do is take what we know best and help you to get to what you need, and so you can achieve your goals.
Absolutely.
Implementation, at this point, we say that all the bricks have been laid, and after we go through rigorous and detailed testing, it's time for us to go live. So we work with you in the very final stages, very closely, go over everything that it is, like basically kind of, let's just say what we've been doing here is we've read through our site probably 25 times just to make sure that everything's laid out properly.
Absolutely.
Everything is, spelt correctly, the punctuation's right, it reads right. Even it goes to the smartphones and tablets and the the heck's that? I always forget that word.
Responsive.
Thank you. The responsive design. Yeah, I know, right? The responsive design is working properly.
Yeah.
We had a couple hiccups. I mean, it happens, but that's why we test. That's why we test and test and test and test. And so even though it's 10:21 on 11:10 and we're live,
that's correct. Yeah.
Nobody knows it except for the camera.
Except for you guys out there.
But it's not a live feed, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You'll probably see this after we've gone live.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the point is, like, we've done on our own for our own site, which is exactly what we're gonna do for you, because we're gonna treat all your stuff like it's, ours.
Yeah, we're about detail, the fine details.
Right.
Because the little details make a big difference at the end of the day.
Huge
Absolutely.
difference. And then the last is obviously to manage everything that we've just built, from the architecture to the creation to the implementation. So you got to manage it throughout the process and afterwards. So we say that in today's rapidly changing digital environment, we'll make sure that the foundation doesn't crumble. Right.
And part of what we do is we want to make sure that your foundation that we've built in the first step of our process doesn't crumble. And we take pride in that. We want to make sure that the solutions we provide for you are, they will withstand that test of time. So, and that's part of our entire process. So we make sure that everything stays smooth sailing even after we've done what we've had to do from a requirement standpoint.
And then there's some fun facts about us, but you have to go check out our site.
Definitely check it out.
We're not going to talk to them.
But yeah, definitely check it out. It's pretty funny. And I think the last piece of the website that we have here is just kind of a note to say hi. Just like I said, send us an email, say hello at unifyrr.com, and we'd love to hear from you. Just drop a note and say hi.
Yeah, say what's up.
Say what's up. Doesn't have to be about business.
We suck. Tell us we are awesome. We've inspired you. Whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think
actually don't tell us we suck. We don't want our egos hurt.
Right. Exactly. But we'll read them still, even if you send it to us. But we'll have to put out the crying emojis.
Yes.
After seeing them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, like we said, we're going to be going to the Iconic Ink Tour.
Yep.
And we hope to network and meet other like-minded individuals. Network, hopefully get some business.
Hopefully meet Kevin Plank from Under Armour.
Yes.
He's a cool dude.
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful, he'll be there. He's a cool dude.
And again, we're going to be meeting people and seeing people who have already established and, at some point in their lives, they were sitting in a hotel room in front of a computer launching their website.
Probably not. They probably hired somebody to do it. See, we have that on our team.
You know what? Exactly.
It's all right. It's a little bit different.
Thank you. But you know what? The point of the story is that everyone starts somewhere.
That's right.
Everyone starts somewhere. All right, we're here at the Warner Theater.
Yeah.
Ready to take on the world. Unifyrr is officially launched 11/11.
That's right.
Lots of people, check it out. We're waiting for the first speaker to come on. Who's the first speaker?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, well, we'll wait and see.
That you'll make a mark on television, because after all, we're making television. So, you heard that, folks? When Kevin is out there in the audience later today and networking, don't tell him about your ideas.
When they start, I always say, look, if you want to tell me about it, great. But you have to realize something. My propensity to invest in cold deals versus Shark Tank deals, I'd much rather.
So we just saw Bert Jacobs and Kevin O'Leary speak, and it was very powerful, very inspiring. Where's the camera? Okay, and it's two contrasting styles, but basically, it's the thing that we have to kind of go by is that you got to live your life, as part of your business.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Your business is your life.
It's your life, and
don't be afraid.
Exactly.
Kevin O'Leary was cool. He said, your startups and entrepreneurs, there's three important things.
That's right.
Those things are greed, fear, and fear.
Also, for all you goats out there, as long as you have a good plan, he might invest in you.
That's true.
Right. He's agnostic, man, women, or goats. So we're waiting to come to see the next couple speakers. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right. Hey guys, so I'm back from Washington, D.C., and I've had a chance to reflect and think about, the unifyrr launch and the iconic 2015 tour, and it truly was just an amazing experience. First off, the unifyrr launch. I mean, wow, to have the opportunity to launch and start your own company. I'm truly blessed and grateful to be able to have the chance to do something like this. And now the iconic 2015 tour. I mean, wow, what an event! It truly blew my expectations off the roof. You know, first of all, being in a packed theater of entrepreneurs, ambitious, driven people, you know, from full range, from those who haven't started a company to those who are just starting a company to those who have been in business for years. Just to be able to be part of that atmosphere was just truly amazing. And also the individuals, the successful business people who spoke and told their stories about how they built their business, that was just truly mind-blowing. And I took so many jewels and thoughts and pearls of wisdom from their segments. The first individual that came out was Bert Jacobs. He is the CEO and co-founder of a company called Life is Good. Initially, they were just a t-shirt company that sold t-shirts with their character design, but now they've expanded into this, you know, amazing clothing line of awesome products. I actually just bought 2 beanies and a t-shirt from them today. But you know, the takeaway that I take from Bert was the fact that this concept of work-life balance, right? As an entrepreneur, there's no such thing as a work-life balance. Your work is your life, and your life is your work, you know. So you have to do what you love, and you have to love what you do. You have to blur those lines, right? And it's about just having a good positive vibe and living every day like you love it. And then next up was Kevin O'Leary, and it was interesting to see him right after Bert because they're very two contrasting styles. You know, like I mentioned, Bert's very laid back and chill, but Kevin O'Leary says, "Wow, he is a shark." You might know him from the show called Shark Tank, but he's very driven, very fierce, all about numbers. But he did say something that was pretty compelling. That what advice can he give to other entrepreneurs when starting a business? And he said there are 3 points to live by, and that is greed, fear, and fear, right? Greed in the sense that you have to want the success over and over again, want more of it. You want to continue to drive more to get you to the point of success, right? And fear, I mean, wow. When you're starting a business from nothing, you're taking a big leap of faith. You have to be scared. And that fear of the unknown is what's going to continue to push you to want the success, to continue to win. So, so all you entrepreneurs out there, remember that those 3 things are some of the key components to really push you in this journey. Another individual who actually I'm a really big fan of, but I've never actually ever seen a picture of, was Kenneth Cole. And I'm a big fan of his clothes. You know, I have, you know, a lot of his shoes and his clothes that I do wear. And he's a pretty funny guy and a very creative guy. And he said something that was very compelling as well. He had said that the best solution is rarely the most expensive, but the most creative, right? Think about that. And that quote came from how he started his business and why his company's name is actually called Kenneth Cole Productions, right? So in a nutshell, the story was that at the time he was starting out as a young designer in New York City, he had to find a way to sell his product, his shoes, and out of a large truck. But the only way to park that truck in New York City at that time was that if you had to shoot a movie, you had to be a productions company to do so. So what did he do? He called up City Hall and had his company name changed from Kenneth Cole to Kenneth Cole Productions. What did it cost him? $16. And the rest is history, right? Now he's grown that company into this large fashion empire. So that's pretty awesome. Another individual that spoke, that said something that was really, really, really compelling was the founder and CEO of Honest Tea Beverage Company. His name is Seth Goldman. And an audience member had asked him, what is his definition of success? And what he said just blew my mind, right? He said, success is when what you have is greater than what you want. I mean, wow, think about that. You know, we live in a society where it's all about getting the next best thing, right? Whether it's a car, it's a house, clothes, whatever it may be. But to have that ideal that when you realize at the point when you are happy with what you have versus all the things that you want, the outcome sounds like it's success. Yeah, so think about that, guys. I mean, not just from an entrepreneurial standpoint, but just in life in general. You know, finding that point of success is really an amazing thing. Some of the other folks that spoke that was pretty awesome was Bob Parsons. He is the founder and chairperson of GoDaddy, and also Kevin Plank, the founder and CEO of Under Armour. And it was just great to hear the stories about basically starting from with an idea and starting from nothing to now having companies that are worth in the billions of dollars. It's just mind-blowing. But you know, at some point, the point of their stories is that they all started from somewhere, and it's just that drive and that hustle, no matter what. You know, you get to the point where you've burned through all your savings, but if you truly believe in what you're doing, keep going at it. Keep going at it. Work hard, and the success will come. And the show finally ended with Marcus Lemonis. You might recognize him from a show called The Prophet, and he was also in a show called Secret Millionaire. And he's a very interesting fellow. His approach is based on trust. In fact, he actually closes his business deals with just a handshake. I mean, that's crazy. You know, no documentation whatsoever. But he believes in the fact that if I trust you and you trust me, that is a valuable asset in making the business work. So his approach is very interesting. And in fact, you know, he was debating with the audience and really challenging individuals. But you know what? His idea was really believing in yourself and being happy with yourself, and everything else comes out after that. So that was pretty compelling as well. Some of the other major takeaways that I got, actually all across the board from all the various speakers, was culture, right? Define and start your culture from day one. If your culture is about being weird, then be weird and stick to those principles. If your culture is about having fun, stay fun, right? Don't change. And that's very important, because at the end of the day, you're going to want your employees to work for you and be happy working for you and being happy where they're at. And that's the culture of the company, right? So Jeff and I joke about having this culture of fun and weirdness and fitness, right? That we were joking the whole time that we might not have chairs in the office, but we're going to have a squat rack, right? But, you know, all jokes aside, it's culture is very important. So remember that. So after the speakers have finished their segments, we had about an hour or two of networking with all the other entrepreneurs, and that was a pretty awesome experience. You know, we met a lot of very successful, talented, awesome individuals and made some solid connects that will hopefully we'll find synergies between them and do business with them, right? So, you know, it's important, guys, as an entrepreneur to go out there and just learn how to meet people and learn how to connect, to network, because you just never know. You'll never know. You might be speaking with, you know, the CEO of McDonald's, for instance. Just open yourself to opportunities, because again, you just never know what those opportunities might bring you. So yeah, overall, you know, 11/11 was a success. Again, I come back with a lot more knowledge, a lot more feedback, a lot more inspiration, and that I can take with me and put into the vision and the drive that I'm gonna want for unifyrr. So, you know, sky's the limit, and at the end of the day, you just gotta push hard and work hard.